Yeah, it is. I was about 6 or 7 when my father took me for the first time at night to a service in church, and I was very tired. But I remember when I came home that I told my mom, I love Jesus, and if I ever want to leave him, tell me that I have to love him again because he is everything. And then after that, I was bullied for like 7 years. I had a horrible time in school, and it was difficult to survive and to find my way, but I did with the grace of God. And then after that, I was about 15 years when I realized that I wanted to go in missions. And what I didn't realize was that I had to wait more than 25 years. So I wanted to go in missions, and also I was a teenager, so I was pursuing girls, obviously. And when I found my wife, I was pursuing her. And we had a rough start, a bad start in our marriage. And that took on for like 15 years altogether. The last 7 years were very rough. And by the way, I'm from the Netherlands, so if my words are not correct English, then you know where it's from.
Oh, you're doing very good.
So, but we had a rough time together, and we both were fighting, and obviously because of the bullying, the only thing I knew was fighting to get things done for me. So that was what I did for like 15 years, and we had a very hard time. And then after 15 years, finally I gave it back to the Lord, and I told him, Lord, if you want us to be together, you have to do it. And he did. He turned around in 3 years what I had fought for all my marriage. And then my wife didn't want to go in missions at the time, and I told him, Lord, if you want me to go in missions, then you have to convince my wife.
Sound like my husband.
Yes. So I told him that, and he took 1 year, and she was convinced, and here we are with our 2 sons. Yeah, so we went to Orlando to follow DTS, the Discipleship Training School. And when we were in Orlando, God called my wife and me to Aruba. I had a quiet time, and he told me, I want you to go to Aruba and be a family there and take care of women who are alone and who have damaged lives, and to take care of families over there and start a YWAM base over there. And I couldn't tell my wife, and that was something very hard for me because of our past. And that was on a Tuesday, so on a Friday I asked God again, can I tell her now? And he said yes. So I told her, and she had heard from God on Wednesday. So God gave us unity in our marriage, and not only unity through the years, but also in this to tell us both separately, so that we didn't have to fight over it.
Who does that?
Yes.
I think most married Christians who have a relationship with the Lord where they take. My husband does that a lot. He'll go and he'll say, Lord, can I do this? And if it's a yes, let my wife say yes. And it sounds really far-fetched, but it is such a real thing.
Yes, it is.
So I can relate to what you just said there.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
And you talked about your wife and you having some difficulties in your marriage for a long time. You said 15 years.
Yeah.
What kind of struggles did you encounter with your marriage?
All kinds of struggles. As I mentioned, I was fighting, and my wife, she is a very strong woman, so she has to find out the things for herself, and that's a real quality in her. And I'm I'm so glad she has that, because she is so important for what God told us to do things, to be an example to other women as well. And she has a very motherly heart, but I didn't realize it. So I was just asking her to do things the way I wanted to do things, and I didn't let her be who she was. And I think that's what something we both did. We just wanted to change the other to what we wanted for ourselves. So we were very selfish in that in these years, and through the years, God taught us how to listen more to Him, to be more focused on Him. And while we did that, He changed everything. So I've learned that it's not about me, and my wife did also. It's not about us. It's always about God.
Well, I love the end of the story, and it actually is not even the end. It's just a continuation.
Yes.
And I'm so happy that you made it through the trials, because we hear divorce so much
Yes.
in this world. People get upset and they don't want to forgive each other, and divorce happens. But you stuck through it. And I think the glue there was God, though.
Yeah, it was.
He
Yeah.
held your senses and your marriage together.
Yeah.
And look at what you're doing now. You've got your center in Aruba.
Yes.
And you're helping more people
Yeah.
through their difficult time. So God never just focuses on us and fixes us. If He fixes us, we know that it'll be beneficial with many, many others.
Yeah.
And that's how He works. It's a great story. And you have children.
Yes, I have two sons. They are 17 and 14. And my eldest son, they are not in class, so they are not following the DTS right now. But I know they want to in the future. And my eldest son they're both part of the team. They're doing both a great job over here. Ryan, my eldest son, he is helping with all technical stuff on the base, and he's doing a great job with fixing the Wi-Fi, for instance. Yeah, it was. Yeah, and the youngest Kai, he's such an amazing person in gluing things together and be humoristic in the group, and it's a delight to have him with us. Yeah.
That's wonderful. Well, that was amazing.
Yes.
We can say. Great story. Thank you so much for sharing.
Thank you.